Well, hello there, friends and family. So glad to see you again in this early morning. Yeah, well, you might see, we're in Alice. And we got to make a quick run. Yep, as you know, we've been doing some shopping videos as we go around shopping. And I've taken you to Family Dollar and Dollar Tree, our new combo store. Hey, I took you by Dollar General and showed you that too. And then, of course, we went to our Walmart Super Center. But it's been a while to go to a special place, one that holds dear and near to my heart. And we all love it. And if you've been with us for any length of time, you'll know what we're talking about. We're talking about, as you will soon see, that y'all been missing, and that is Superfoods. It's just down the road. It's not even 3 miles. So we'll be there in a minute. And then, if you all are good, and you sit down in the buggy, no fighting or bickering, no grabbing stuff off the shelves and throwing it in, because money's rather slim. It's getting towards, the end of the month. But with what I've been trying to eat and get, I'm trying the best I can to be as healthy as I can. Yep, we all got to do with what we work. My mouth sometimes just don't work right. But we got to do the best we can with what we got to work with. And if you look, see right there, there's the Dollar General sign where I took you to our little neighborhood Dollar General and showed it to you. I think it was just a day or two ago. And you can see the traffic's pretty light. Of course, there's reasons for that, because it's rather early. And I might say, especially if you're a senior and that, or even if you're disabled, you might want to go to the grocery stores and other shopping in the early mornings to avoid the crowds. In this day and time, most people don't get up that early no more when they're at the house. They sort of sleep in, and I can't blame them. When I finally did get a day off, I did just that too. But it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, you got to admit. There's not a single cloud in the sky. Not anywhere. And of course, since it's tax season, all the car lots are full. Because that's another thing that I learned from knowing a few used car dealers. They stock up on the first 3 months of the year because people tend to buy cars with their tax return. And then they let their inventory slim way down throughout the rest of the year. Yes, they do. Now, I know y'all are waiting for it, but it's just going to be another minute or so. And then you don't have to listen to me rattle on. And I'll bet you're wondering, with all the shopping I've done, which in all reality ain't been much except to show you the stores, what are we going to get? Well, I'm not going to tell you, because then why even take you in the store? But we're also curious about one other thing. Since temperatures are on the rise, we're supposed to be up to 68 today, and tomorrow 72. So it's looking like spring may be coming. But like in past years, it's fooled us. In February it looks like spring, and then March it gets bitter cold again. Such was true especially the last 2 years. And there she is, my favorite, Superfoods. And as I thought, well, there's still some here, but it ain't much. Nope, they didn't have one thing I was curious about. And of course, that was the plant starch. But that's okay. they'll have them soon enough, or hopefully they'll do them this year. We'll have to see. So hey, unbuckle, follow me in, and jump in the buggy, and let's get the shopping on. Now, like I said, y'all be quiet. I'm just in here to pick up a few things for what I've been trying to do here the last few weeks. And I haven't realized I didn't show you. And yep, this is the world famous superfoods. Well, they're always glad you came, and they always know your name. Well, if you're personable, then let them know. So let's do some shopping. Now the bread here on Wednesday, they got it, but I'm all stocked up. But I am wanting some bananas, you know, to go on my cereal. And they're still 35 cents. So let's grab some of them. I'll pick me up 5. That'll be good on my cereal. And as, you know, a treat for breakfast too. High in potassium. Remember that, folks. And eat a banana or two. Now, I'll clue you in what we're doing today. We're buying fresh. Now, I'm stocked up on lettuce. But if I needed some, it's $1.62 at Superfoods. Of course, you can get your 3 fresh heads of romaine for $2.69. The Vanguard brand out of Salinas, California. And if you're knife challenged or don't like cutting it up, they got all kinds of salad blends. Yes, they do. And of course, coleslaw. Classic coleslaw from Dole for $1.59, or 14-ounce Dole diced Southern slaw for $1.78. Hey, you can buy cabbage and carrots and do it yourself, but if that's too much time, pick up some of this, because cabbage and carrots are good for you. Oh, the celery's $1.52. Now I did want a cucumber to go in my salads, so let me grab a bag and get 1 or 2 of them, if you don't mind. They're going to cost me 93 cents, and they're from Honduras. Of course, it's winter time here. There's no cucumbers to be found growing anywhere in the south. So I got me 2 of them too. Yeah, I know, 92 cents is a lot, but they're so good for you. Now they got some nice looking bell peppers here, but we all know bell peppers are insanely high everywhere. 2 here for $2.54. But I've got some cut up with some onion in the freezer still, so we don't need any of them. And we got plenty of radishes, which I've noticed the prices went sky high. But here again, it's winter time. Yep, we don't need any apples. Our fruit for the day, or for the week, is going to be bananas with some canned fruit. It'll be okay. You can see the potato prices right there. Yep, we don't need none of them either. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for any of these fresh, nice citrus or other things. Let's go down to something else we're thinking about. Now, they got some nice looking broccoli here. Product of the USA, $2.29 a pound. Yep, that would be nice, but we can slide on it, because that wasn't on the list. Of course, I got green beans for $2.89 a pound. Here again, this is all out of season produce. And if you're really wanting to save money, you buy it in season. The one thing I was needing is some green onions. It's on the list for 101 a bunch. But we're going to get them. And like I say, cut off your ends and replant them. And they'll regrow again. That's how you really save money. So I got 2 bunches of them for $2.02. See, eating fresh is expensive, as you knew. I almost forgot one else thing that was on the list. Tomatoes, because they're not growing here either, as you saw in yesterday's video. So let's take a look at them, because I want some. So here they got some nice fine looking ones. Large tomatoes, $1.79 a pound. The Romas, $1.07 a pound. Or you can get them in the package of 8 for $2.04. Or you can get these little tomatoes, Fresh Point tomatoes, product of Mexico, for $2.52. They got some green tomatoes. Woo, wouldn't that be nice? Fried green tomatoes. You don't even got to wait till summer. You get them right here. And they say they're a product of the USA. Most likely greenhouse grown. They got some fine little baby taters here. Yep, 1.5 pound bag, $2.69. Yep, they even got some more over here. So what are we gonna get? We're gonna pick us out some of these little jewels here. You know, they're not little jewels. These are as big as the palm of my hand for $1.79 a pound. We'll get at least 2. I went ahead and splurged. I got 3. Woo, we're gonna be eating some fine salads, don't you know? And we use them in other things. Let's see what else we can see while we're here. Good morning, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm good. I didn't have to come to this place.
Well, we have to eat, and I know what you're saying.
The trouble is we enjoy the eating too much, right?
Well, we used to.
I got to.
Not so much now.
No.
I sort of get panic stricken coming here. So we wanted to check peanut butter prices too, since I showed you what they were. Our Family Dollar, Dollar Tree store, Dollar General. Well, here for the 40 ounces, a Food Club, which is mighty fine, I enjoy it. It'll run you $4.06. So now you know my choices at Walmart, Family Dollar, Dollar General, and Walmart too. How you doing today, man?
How are you?
Pretty good for an old guy. Now something else I wanted to get for my salads, in case you didn't know that's what we were doing, is some of this here cubed ham. Yep, and this is Carolina Pride, 20 ounces for $4.54. It looks like this. It's fully cooked, smoked cubed ham, and it's really fine. Toss some of that in your salad. Yep. Yeah, there's about 10 servings in the container, and that'll add you 9 grams to every salad you consume. It's good stuff. And though I even got plenty of bacon, there's just some bacon prices down on the cheap. They got the Jamestown brand, 1 pound for $2.28. I like it. See a regular slice, it's value bacon. Quality for 12 ounces, thick cut, $3.10. Or for the hardwood smoked regular bacon, $3.10 too. And they got the Aberdeen down here. That's in my price range for $2.52 for 12 ounces. So the Jamestown brand is the best bargain to be found. And of course you can get the sliced bacon ends and pieces right here. That's 3 pounds for $7.45. That'll work too, especially for salads, casseroles, soups and stews. And hey, I fry them up too. They'll be just fine. Now we only need a few things in these center aisles. And that's all keeping with as much eat fresh as we can, but I'm out of one thing that I like to put in my salads too. See, now we're in the canned goods section, but we're only looking for one thing in particular that we ran slap out of, and it's right here, chickpeas. Those would be garbanzo beans, or garbanzo. Yeah, they're great to add to a salad, or taco, or burrito too. And every serving, which is 3.5, will put you 6 grams of protein in whatever you're eating too. That's one thing I'd like to mention on this shopping trip. We seniors, the working poor, the disabled, and the really poor, yeah, protein's becoming an issue. And we're having to slim way down, and we're not getting enough each day. And that's going to have a detrimental long-term health impact for all of us too. But hey, we're going to get some chickpeas. They're $1.07 a can. But hey, per serving, that's still pretty cheap. Not as cheap as it was, but you can't live in the past. Yeah, now we're going to look at meats, even though I don't plan on buying any. But we got to look at the Manger Specials, because you never know. It might be worth spending a little money now and saving, then wait until later on when we need it. Well, they got a lot of things here. Manger Special. Yeah, they got these Smithfield tenderloins marked down to $3, and they'll run you $6.66 up here. So you're saving over half if I wanted one. And look at here. Look at this big pork loin roast loin end. If I had the room in the freezer, I'd be jumping all over this at $1 a pound. Well, let's take a look at these fine chops. $1.10 a pound. Reduced for quick sale. That's hard to beat right there. And of course, I got over here some ground chuck, 80% lean, 20% fat for $2.70 a pound. And they even got some steak. Beef sirloin tip steak, $3.99 a pound. Well, as much as I hate it, I got plenty of meat. Of course, you know me. I'm wanting to grab that roast. But I think I'll let her slide and save it for somebody else that's more in need. Ooh, look at them ribs. Those are yummy for $2.58 a pound. Huh. There's your boneless country style ribs. They went way up, $3.75 a pound. I'm seeing some holes here too. We gotta wonder what's going on. What do we got here? This looks interesting. Oh boy, smoked pork jowl bacon, $3.68 a pound. Now if you've never had smoked pork jowl bacon, you're missing out. And it's sliced. And it looks like pork loin first cut chops are $1.75 a pound. $2.15 for the quarter pork loin slice pound. Of course, center cut bone in is $2.55. You know, those are for fancy schmancy people. You know, or for those dinner parties or when guests come over. And of course, boneless, $3.59 a pound. I don't mind the bone. It actually gives you more flavor. You can look that all up. Looks like the pork steaks were hit hard. The value pack, $1.99 a pound. They got Boston butts for $1.70 a pound. Let's see what a pork loin, like the one they had over in the Manger Special, would have cost you per pound. Well, it's $1.65. So that one over in the Manger Special was $1 a pound. Save you 65 cents a pound. That's a good deal. But as always, I like to check the burger. Though I've got plenty, I just like to see what's going on. And right now the 75% lean, 25% fats, running $2.96 a pound. That's went up a little, but not too bad. Ground round, $4.36 for 85% lean, 15% fat. And of course ground chuck, 80% lean, 20% fat. You know, not on Manger Special like we seen just a little while ago. Will cost you $4.05 a pound. And then they got tube meat. I'm not sure how much that is. Bronsonville brats, $5.29 a pack for 5. Didn't that used to be 6? And then they got Italian sausages for 5, hot and mild for $4.46. Of course, oxtail will run you $8.99 a pound. That's just insane. Cube steak, $7.99 a pound. Will it ever come down? Beef sirloin steak, $6.38 a pound. Ribeyes, $12.53 a pound. Loin New York strip, $9.89 a pound. That's pretty darn good. And they got T-bones for $9.71. That's one thing I'll say about superfoods for the most part. They know how to cut a T-bone. Where you got some of the filet right here, and that is filet mignon, and the New York strip. I've said it so many times, it's 2 steaks in one. Stew meats, now $7.99 a pound. And here's chuck steaks, which is nothing more than chuck roast sliced up, for $7.37 a pound. Do yourself a favor, folks. Buy a chuck roast. Don't freeze it slap hard, but freeze it till it's firm, and cut it up yourself for $6.88 a pound. Or you can get a beef round top roast for $4.99. So even though I wasn't in the market for some beef, I figured since we were here, we take a look at it and document it as we go on through the year. And of course, chickens, the Springer Simply Superior chickens, young, whole, sweet chickens, nothing added, $1.92 a pound. Of course, you can get a whole cut up one down here from Springer Mountain Farms for $1.73. Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty good. Split chicken breast, $1.01 a pound. I can't complain about that. Boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets, $3.46 a pound. Oh my Lord, look at this. Chicken drumsticks, 70 cents a pound. Of course, they're reduced for quick sale. Man, I don't got any room in the freezer, because if I did, I'd be jumping all over these. See, Superfruits has in-store specials, and you got to know when to come. You want to know what day today is? Well, then I'd be giving away my secret, wouldn't I? Fryer thighs, right there, skinless, boneless, $2.75 a pound. And of course, your chicken party wings, flats and drumettes, they've come way down. Of course, they're reduced at $2.32 a pound. So people better be getting here and grabbing these while the prices are so low. Look at these chicken wings. They're also reduced. $1.67 a pound. Amazing. Whew, I can't believe it. I'm almost in shock. And of course, we got chicken gizzards right there. One of my favorites, also reduced for 80 cents a pound. Well, I wonder what's going on. And of course, they always got the 10 pounds of thighs and drumsticks, chicken quarters, $5.99 a pound. Last I remember, they were it's 59.9 cents a pound, basically 60 cents. Last time I remember, they were 5.35 or 53.5. So they went up a touch, but still a fantastic deal. So there you go. That's pretty much a meat sampling here at Superfoods. And that's why I don't buy meat at Walmart or anywhere else, because you get the best meat for the best prices right here at Superfoods. Now we're down here looking at, of course, pet food. And since I'm shopping, and the kiddies are my kids, just like my kids, if I didn't come home with something as a treat, yep, they'd be heartbroken. And they know I left. They followed me to the car. And they heard me tell all of you where we were going. So they're waiting patiently at the house. So yeah, they got this new Meow Mix. Tenders and sauce with real salmon and crab. Yeah. That sounds pretty tasty, don't it? Let's pick them up a few of those. What do you say? For my little furry friends, my babies, okay? They each get one. What a treat. Plenty of doggy food, as you can see. But let's go over and check a few more things before we check out and head back to the house. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. And as always, we got to check on milk prices, just so we know. I think I got enough milk for a week or so. Yep, the Surefine brand, whole milk per gallon, $4.95. The half gallons, which is what I buy, is $2.64. Of course, the Choco milk here is $2.91. Well, that's cheaper than Family Dollar and Dollar General. I can't remember about Walmart, but you know, when we were kids, the one thing that can make us happy every once in a while is to have some Choco milk. Remember that? Yeah. When Mama would make it up from the powder in that can, or maybe the Hershey syrup. Oh my, that was so good. Y'all got a lot of meat on reduced. Is there an issue?
No, it's not. My man just cut too much. When he does that, we are reducing.
Well, that's a good price. I wish I had room. I'd be stocking up.
That's be the same thing. You can't buy more than you need. You know,
There'll be more coming because I let it run. And several people in town who watch me. So
I know. I've heard a lot of good things about you. That's good.
Yeah.
That's always good to hear good things, isn't it?
Yep. We appreciate y'all. You know it.
Oh, we appreciate you too. This has been a fantastic place. Best store I have ever run.
It's one of the best I've ever been in. It's not that big, but don't need to be.
Well, it's the people and the community. I've run stores in different places in Montgomery. Of course, I'm from here. But this is the best group of customers. This will be the last job I ever have. I'm going to go out right.
Well, you've always been good. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Now, as I've seen in the comments, in some areas of the USA, they're paying up to $4.96, $4.98 for a dozen of eggs just in the last few days. Here at Superfoods, the large eggs for a dozen are $3.83. Of course, the mediums, my preferred kind, when stores have them, which most don't, is $2.64. Brown will cost you $3.89. And of course, the 18 large, $5.64. Yep. That's where it's all going again. And I'm going to tell you, I've been looking at the chicken situation, and it's nothing even in the slightest comparison to what it was in 2022. So there is no sense in these prices here being where they are, except they dropped them real quickly. If you remember, on the 1st of 2023, and then that was to avoid government intervention and investigation. When the government didn't do nothing, they waited most of the year, and now they're right back at it. And we need to be calling. the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. We need to be calling our governors, our state legislature, our senators and congressmen saying this ain't right. Yeah, but 2.5 dozen run you 9 points. But now they got 2.5 dozen grade A medium eggs for $6.58. That would be my choice. You don't need large eggs. People say, well, the recipe's called. Yeah, they do nowadays. But back in the day, they just said eggs. But it's a sad point in life when 6 eggs cost you $1.91. And I seen somebody on YouTube today that couldn't afford a dozen, that could only buy 6. Come on, America. We can do better than this. Stand up. And especially if you look at the way the annual reports are coming in for companies like Walmart, Giant, Publix, and all that, you'll be shocked. Yes, you will. Because they're all had banner years. Imagine that. Canned biscuits, no, that's out of our price range. Yeah, it is. We got plenty of butter. Yes, we do. And you know, back in our day, margarine became a thing. Not because it was the healthiest. It was because that was all we could do. And that's a fact. And I need a little, and I'm gonna get some Parquet. It'll be okay. For $1.88 for a 13-ounce tub. I don't use much, that's why I get the little one. There's all the chips. And I know here at Superfoods, people just walk on by. Walk on by. Let it go as we wander down the aisle. Yeah, I can't carry a note. But on times, I enjoy singing. And I think we got enough cheese. Yep, I think we're all good. And that's going up too. Yes, it is. Blocks of the 8-ounce here, in case you were wondering, since I showed them to you over at Walmart, are $2.09. What were they at Walmart? $2.12? So yeah, their Scud's cheaper here. But they do got one of my favorite kinds for sandwiches and grilled cheese. Ooh, our body. This is good. Really good. But I got plenty of cheese. But I love the Havarti, the provolone, and of course the Swiss. And to get the kids to eat cheese, I used to get them these little baby bells. Because kids and grandkids love things they can do by themselves. And therefore, they eat the cheese. That's $3.47 for 4.2 ounces. But when it comes to your grandkids and your kids, hey, every once in a while, you can always dig the change out of the sofa if you need to. Yep, Philly here's gonna run you $4.46. But we got plenty, as you know. But I do want some cottage cheese, because that's another protein-packed source, you know. So let's see what we got. No, I don't want low fat. I want whole fat. Well, I'll wait for now. I don't need no yogurt, even though they say it's good for you. Yeah, so that's about it. We're in the freezer aisle, but I don't think we need much. But if I spot something that I need, or, yeah, I'm trying to just do pretty much what I came to get on the list. Well, I just remembered something. I'm trying to incorporate more fish into my diet. And, of course, I can't afford fresh, but I can afford frozen. Look right here. We got sea bass, ocean perch fillet. for 16 ounces, $3.57. What a deal. Well, actually, those are for the pollock on the price tag. And those were, of course, perch. Or maybe that's the right price. No, perch, not porch. It's $4.59 a pound. And then they got flounder fillets. Those are yummy too. $4.97 a pound. Cod, which I don't see. Oh, they're way back in the back. $6.43 a pound. Yeah, decisions. I think I'll get me some of these perch. That'll be just fine. You need to be, this is a season of Lent, so this fits right in. And something else I like to add to my salads is, of course, some green peas. And I prefer the frozen kind because they're the tastiest. Yeah, you just let them thaw. Drop them in your salad. Ooh, yeah. That adds protein and a little bit of yummy bite too. $2.12 for 12 ounces. I didn't think that was bad. And plus, you can use the green peas in all kinds of things. Macaroni salads. Yeah. Don't use the frozen for casseroles. Get out the can. But hey, let's go check out and head her on back to the house. I really do appreciate y'all coming along. Well, there you go, friends and family. Another exciting episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood at our locally owned and operated, world famous Superfoods, where they're always glad you came and they always know your name. I hope you enjoyed it coming along today, and I must say, all of you that were in the buggy behaved real well. There was no fighting, no bickering. We only had one of you, or maybe two, trying to sneak something past the old guy. Thankfully, I saw it when you all had your heads turned, and I put it back on the shelf. So there's that. But for those of you who behaved in the buggy, and I know you didn't see it on video, but I got you a surprise. Yeah, now that we're out of the store, I'll let you know each of you got a fried cherry pie. Woo, baby. Some of you even got fried apple, so you can choose. But yeah, just a quick run to mostly get fresh, to enhance my salads and eat better. Because even though I don't show it, I do a lot of that. I'm not Salt Bae or Gordon Ramsay. I'm not even Bobby Parrish or Dr. Berg. Ooh, I wish I was and had their subscribers. But hey, then again, all of you, my friends and family, most of us can't even touch what they do. We like to watch and we do our best. And that's what I'm telling you. Do the best you can with what you got. And let's make it through life together, hand in hand. So hey, until you seen them all yesterday, Spooky, Speedy, Cleo, sometimes Heathcliff, old Fluffy Muffin, and of course the princess of the house, little Gracie. See you on that next video from Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there. And God bless each and every one of you. Because we love y'all. Goodbye for now.